Hey bees, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today we are making a lovely eucalyptus mint cleansing oil. For this cleansing oil, I'm trying a new solubilizer, and by new I mean new to me, it's not new. It's called Cromollient SCE, and I really like the way it works. It has a really beautiful but not aggressive wash off, and it's light and emollient, and it's very, very nice. I haven't found it in Canada yet. If you know where to get in Canada, please do let me know below. I got mine from Lotion Crafter when I was visiting the States last year. I'd seen Cromollient SCE floating around on Reddit's DIY beauty subreddit as their solubilizer of choice for cleansing oils, and so I thought I should definitely give that a go, so I made sure to order some when I had the chance. As I was developing the recipe, I tried 2 different quantities of cetyl alcohol because I wanted to give the cleansing oil some viscosity. And so this one here, this is 3% cetyl alcohol, and this one is 6. And so I prefer the 6. It is still liquid. They're both still liquid, but this one is noticeably viscous, whereas I find this one is definitely still really quite liquidy. It's up to you to choose which viscosity you like. I have written it out with the 6 since that was sort of my preference, but if you want to have a thinner cleansing oil, it's very easy to do so. As with most cleansing oils, the bulk of it is inexpensive carrier oils. So I've used a blend of castor and safflower oil, but there's a lot of room to customize and play here. Cleansing oils are a great place to use up oils where you're starting to think, that might start kind of going rancid on me soon, because you tend to use, you use a lot of them in the recipe, but then you also use the recipe up quite quickly, unlike something like a body butter where I find, you put a ton of oils in there and then 3 years later, you're still going like, goodness, how is there still body butter left in here? You tend to go through cleansing oils, I find at least, quite quickly if you're washing your face twice a day. If you don't have the Cromollient SCE or you don't want to fuss with the cetyl alcohol, please go down to the description box below the video and click through to the accompanying blog post for this recipe on humblebeeandme.com. It's got the full written recipe, but it also at the bottom has a list of substitutions. And so you can look at those substitutions and learn what you can change and how you can adjust the recipe so that you can make it with things that you already have, and you also don't have to leave a comment and wait for me to get back to you on what you can substitute or use instead of what I am using. So it's a very handy additional resource. But yeah, this is really easy to make, so let's go make some cleansing oil. We're going to begin by combining all of our heated ingredients in this glass beaker. So in this glass beaker, we already have 72.25 grams of safflower oil, and to that we'll add 10 grams of castor oil, 10 grams of Cromollient SCE, and 6 grams of cetyl alcohol. To melt that together, we're going to pop it in our water bath. So this is a small saucepan with about 1 inch or 3 centimeters of water in the bottom of it. And I'm going to go put this on the stovetop over medium heat for about 20 minutes until all that cetyl alcohol has melted. While our cetyl alcohol melts, we can prepare our cool down ingredients. So I've got a nice precise scale here and a wee little beaker on it so that we can measure everything precisely. So we're going to need 0.5 gram of vitamin E, 1/4 gram of peppermint, which is about 8 drops, and 0.5 gram of Eucalyptus radiata, which is about 14 drops. But again, this depends so much on the orifice of your dropper. Once you've got that ready, we just gotta wait for the rest of our ingredients to be done, and I'm going to pop something, just a little bowl on top of here, just as a cover-in, because the essential oils are quite volatile and I don't want them to just evaporate off. Once your cleansing oil has mostly cooled down, this is not even really perceptibly warm to the touch, we can add our cool down ingredients. So I've got those here, just uncovered them. So we'll add a bit of the cleansing oil to them, stir to combine. And we'll pop it in a 4 ounce or 120 milliliter squeezy bottle with a flip disc lid. We can take a quick look here at how this works. Got a little bit of water in there. Usually I just put a little bit of the cleansing oil in my palm, but I would be doing that over a sink, which I don't have in here. You can see that it blends up and becomes cloudy. Pop a bit of it in my palm over here so that you can see that, because it looks like it's not showing terribly well. But there, you
You can see there. It's a little clumpy because that water is quite cold, but when you use warm water, especially, or even just, you can see the warmth of my hand is melting the oils, and there we go. It's really quite lovely. It rinses off just absolutely beautifully. I really, really like this cleansing oil. It's not too dry, and it's got just a hint of minty loveliness, which is really nice first thing in the morning. And there you are. You just made a beautiful mint eucalyptus cleansing oil. Thank you so much for watching. Please do remember to go down to the description box and click through to look at this recipe on my blog, because I've got a big list of information on substitutions at the end of the recipe, as well as the whole recipe written out, and information on scaling and where I got all the ingredients and the equipment. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.